Hey guys, so today I'll be talking about the LeetCode problem queens that can attack the king. So it's a medium hard problem. So coming to the problem, it's not that hard. So basically there's an 8x8 chessboard. Let's say for simplicity I take this many squares. So there is a king at certain position and there are several queens placed at random positions. Let's say here and here, one here. So our task is to find the positions, the queen positions which can attack the king. So one thing we need to understand here, that any queen which is placed like towards the king, more closer towards the king, will be able to attack it. So for instance, this queen, so let's say this queen will be able to attack this king. However, this queen will not be able to attack this king because it's blocked by this queen. So in any direction we have to see like whichever queen is closest to the king, and if there are any other queens farther in that position from that queen, it will not be able to attack. And coming to the directions in which the queen can attack, so queens can attack in all directions, both diagonally, side and up, like horizontally or vertically. So if there are any queens here along this line, it can attack along this line, it can attack this line, of course it can attack along this line also. Similarly from here, this one can attack this king, from here and from here. So in total there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 directions in which the queens can attack. So in any direction, if we want to take the position of the queen, so for instance, let's say this queen, it has the direction of along the y-axis, in the negative y-axis. So it will be some x times the vector 0 comma -1, and for this it will be the unit vector along this queen direction will be 1 upwards and 1 towards the right. So that will be 1 comma 1 times certain scalar quantity which denotes the distance of the queen from the king. So coming back to the code, so basically we have to print, let's say what it says. So it says like we have, so if there are inputs like this which denotes the position of the queen and the king is placed at a certain coordinates, we have to output the queen's positions which can invaluably attack the king. So here as you can see, like along this direction there are 2 queens, but the queen which is closer to the king will be able to attack. Similarly for this queen. So the idea is whenever we get a queen along any direction, so whenever we get a queen along this direction, let's say we get this queen, we will break out of that direction and try to traverse along in some other direction. So once we get a queen, we just ignore whatever queens lie farther away from it. So first of all, we need to extract all the queen positions. I will use a set from here, I think, because it's easy. So var set equals to, we'll construct a new set out of this. So means.map, let's say q, and I'll convert it into string so that it becomes easier for me to like compare later on. And we need a result array. For the time being it's empty, so for the x coordinate it will be along -1, 1 or 0. Let I equal to 1, I less than equal to, sorry, I equal to -1, I less than equal to 1, I plus plus, and along the y direction it will be the same thing. 3 values the y coordinate, unit vector values the y coordinate can take, which is -1, 1 and 0. So it will be -1 j less than equal to 1 j plus plus. Now so for thing is, it's an 8x8 chessboard, so along any direction it can go for about 8 blocks. And the worst case scenario, if the king is like placed at the very center, if it's not at the center, still the maximum worst case will be 8 only, because if we go along any direction, the total number of blocks it has to traverse is, and the worst case, 8. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and same for the diagonal also, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So it will be logical to take distances up to 8 blocks. Okay. Now we have to construct the let's say this I rename it as q positions to understand better. So these are all the queen positions we are taking. And now for the king position, now we have the king position here in this variable king, and in order to find the x and y coordinates of each of the blocks, we traverse along each of the directions. So it will be plus I into k, and let's say we place it in an array. So it will be king 1, the y coordinate j to k. Now we have to see whether a queen is present at that particular coordinate. So if q positions as, so this is how we check whether a particular position has like a particular value is present in a set or not. X to string then we need to append it to our result array. So result.push x, and we need to break out of it, because once one queen is found in any direction, we don't have to traverse in that particular direction to find if there are any other queens, because those queens will not be able to attack. So we break out of the loop, and at the end I have to return the result array. So let's check once more. We take a, so I'll go through the code once more. So the very first we take all the queen positions, construct a set out of that, we take a result array which is blank, and we traverse along each of those 8 directions. So practically we are also taking 0 comma 0, but that won't matter because if we take 0 comma 0, multiplying it by any other scalar quantity will not like modify that direction. So in general we are taking 8 directions, and along each of those direction we are traversing at max 8 blocks and finding whether at that particular position X we have any queen. If we have, we are appending that queen coordinates to our result array, and once we find the queen coordinates we break out of that loop for that particular direction. So let's run it. Okay, accept it, submit. Okay, it's working fine. It's passed successfully. So thank you everyone. I hope you like the video. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more such kind of videos, please do give a like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you again in my next video. Thank you.